Greetings one and all. Welcome back to the kitchen here today. So today, still in lockdown here, but in the kitchen, you can sort of travel in your mind. And today we're going to be taking our first class flight all the way to Pakistan. So what I'm going to be making is a dish called Chaplis, which basically all that is a Pakistani version of like a hamburger patty. Basically, you have it with some bread, make a sandwich out of it. Pretty easy. We're using beef today, beef mince. But step one here, as you can see, I've just got some spices roasting, and I'm going to grind those once they're roasted. And all I've got in there is about a half teaspoon of fennel seeds. I've got about a teaspoon of cumin seeds, about two teaspoons of, easy for you to say, 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds, and just a few black peppercorns. That'd be a scant, maybe 1/4 teaspoon. I'll just wait till they start smoking, and I'll get them into my grinder. Alrighty, let's start making our chaplis or patties. So in my bowl already, I've just put in 500 grams of beef mince. Now to that, I've got 1 red onion that I've chopped up. Red onion, Spanish onion, whatever you want to call it. I have, next on the list, 1 tomato, just chopped. I've got 5 small green chilies, and these are spicy chilies, little bird's eye green ones. I've got 5 cloves of garlic that I've grated. I've got a medium-sized knob of ginger, and that goes. I'm going to throw in 1 egg. Next, I'm going to put in those spices that we've ground up. Now, I was about to grab a spoon to start mixing that up, but I've got a new subscriber from Pakistan, and considering this is a Pakistani dish, he's offered a bit of advice, not particularly for this dish, but just in general. And I'd just like to read it to you because, it sort of makes a bit of sense to me. This is what he said. Our elders are saying that hands produce 50% extra taste to a dish. So whenever you're marinating something, use your hands beside the spoon. And I bet this fluffy hand of yours would produce tremendous flavour. Man, I could not agree more with that advice. So I've just washed my hands, and in we go. Let's get it in there. Alright, so I've been mixing that up thoroughly by hand, but I nearly forgot a couple of most important ingredients because they were down the bottom of my fridge. So I've got a good bunch of fresh coriander leaves as well to go into that. I've just sort of roughly chopped up, and about the same amount of fresh mint leaves. Glad I realised before I started cooking. Oh dear. Alright. Now I'll finish mixing those up and I'll get back to you. Alrighty, so now I have finished mixing up my Chapli ingredients. Nice spicy, fresh herbs, onion, garlic, ginger, tomato, those roasted herbs as you saw. So now we're just going to form them into basically patties, sort of like hamburger patties. So I've just washed my hands, obviously, and what we'll do, we'll just take a smallish sort of handful, so I can sort of show you what I'm doing. And this is not compulsory, this step, but what I'm going to do is flatten this one out a fair bit, like so. And I've got some slices of tomatoes here. And I'm just going to position a bit of tomato in that one. Grab another small handful. Onions. So we'll get it into a little bit of a ball shape, best you can one-handed. Squash it on top of that. Bit of tomato. So you get the picture. That piece of tomato is going to be in the centre of our patty. So I'll just form that up a bit so it doesn't split apart while we're cooking it. Now these Chaplis actually get fried. So not deep fried, sort of shallow fried. So I don't want them too fat so that they cook through. But fat enough that they, hide that bit of tomato in there. So there's one, that'll do me. And I'll put that down on that plate, and what I might do once I finish these is I'll put those in the fridge just for 15 minutes or so when I'm finished, and I'll get back to you then. Alrighty guys, so I've just got my Chaplis out of the fridge there. Now with that amount I managed to get really through 3 really big ones. I've got one small one, and the smaller one hasn't got the tomato in it. My tomato slice was too big, so yeah, with those 3 big ones, they're like each one's a meal in itself. So yeah, so here we go. Now I've just got some olive oil heating up there. Ideally you'd use vegetable oil, but I forgot to buy some, so I'm stuck with olive oil. It's not ideal, it doesn't quite get to the same temperatures, but I've still got to use it. I'm not going to the shop now. I'm just going to start cooking these. So yeah, I've just got them on a reasonably gentle heat. It's not going to sizzle up as yet. They're quite wet and fragile, so it's probably a good thing it's not too hot yet. And I'm not going to move them around until after they start cooking a bit. We'll not move them around too much anyway. So I'll just get the 3 in there and I'll cook the little one afterwards. Alrighty guys, so I've just got one of my big Chaplis there, sitting on a bit of garlic naan. Yeah, just some onion and tomato to have with it, even though there's tomato inside it. All I've done is I made a little yogurt rater. So there's yogurt, lemon juice, some mint. That's all that's in that one. So I just want to try a piece of, a bit of coriander on top. Piece of this. Make sure it's cooked through. You can hear that sizzling, that's the other one's just finishing off. I'll put this one on first. Yeah, so the mince is nicely cooked through. Oh man, that's as yummy as anything. Nice and spicy. Ooh, yum. Bite into one of those green chilies. It's delicious. I think I forgot to say when I was mixing, towards the end of when I was mixing up, I did add some salt into the mix as well. Alright guys, I'm going to sit down and eat this now for lunch. Yum. Oh yum, that's the flavours just keep staying there and intensifying in your mouth, even though I've only had one mouthful. This is going to be a really good lunch. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to those who've subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, can I ask that you hit that subscribe button? It doesn't cost you anything, no hidden charges or anything like that. I'm not even, there's no ads on this channel at the moment anyway, so it just gives me encouragement to keep making more videos. And if you do subscribe, hit that little bell thing and that'll tell you when new videos come up, which I'm trying to upload 2 a week, minimum, sometimes 3 a week, just depending on my, I mean obviously this isn't my job, depending on my real job and my roster. I get them up as often as I can, time permitting. Alrighty, I'll see you all next time.